Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Valentin Diash. Corporates who are transporting coal through Goa are the ones wanting diversion of Madai waters. The Karnataka government has planned a steel corridor of 300 kilometers length located around the Hospet Bellary area. It will cover districts such as Bagalkot, Gadag, Koppal, Haveri, Raichur and Bellary. Abhijit Prabhu said while addressing the Save Madai, Save Goa meeting in Panjim. The Karnataka government is a slave of Adani, Jindal and Vedanta, while the state is lying that Madai waters is being diverted for farmers. The official Karnataka government documents prove that these are complete lies, Prabhu Desai said.
He an appeal to all Goans to step out and free the government from this corporate slavery by keeping aside differences and fighting for Madai. Abhijit Prabhu said corporates who are ferrying coal across Goa are also wanting to divert Madai waters. Other speakers pledged their support to fighting for Madai cause and called on people to step out since the consequences of Madai water diversion will be huge.
In Karnataka, what document Karnataka government छापता लोकांक व्हडले इन्वेस्टर्सांक आपोवपाक खंय आपोवपाक. The state government has planned a steel corridor of 300 kilometers length to boost the iron and steel industry in the state. This corridor is proposed to be located around the Hospet Bellary area in the state. This area is known to be rich in iron ore. The steel zone will cover districts like Bagalkot, Gadag, Koppal, Haveri, Raichur and Bellary. That means that Karnataka government also is working for the same. त्याच अडानी, वेदांत आणि जिंदालाचो गुलाम जावन आसा कर्नाटक सरकार. कित्याक तोय फटयता की आमी हे उदक शेतकारां खातीर, लोकां खातीर व्हरता. हे तांचे डॉक्युमेंट प्रूव करता की हे सामकी फोट्यो. तूं शेतकारा खातीर उदक ना म्हणून उदक व्हरपा आशिल्लो जाल्यार तेच भागान जे उदक सामके खावपाची इंडस्ट्री आसा तूं केन्नाय हाडपाचो नाशिल्लो. सो हे सगळे तिनी जे सरकार आसात, सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट, कर्नाटक आणि गोंयचो सरकार, तिनी ह्या व्हडले कॉर्पोरेट्साचे गुलाम जावन आसात. आणि हे उदक शेतकारा खातीर न्ही. केन्नाय ह्या सरकारांनी शेतकाराचे बरें केलां तुमी तुमकांच विचारात. गरीब लोकांचे बरें केलां फक्त व्हडले कॉर्पोरेट्साचें काम करतात. आनी आयज हें उदक 4 TMC व्हेलें जाल्यार आमची म्हादय सोंपतली. आमचो लोक अर्ध लोक सोंपतलो पूण बाकीचेंय उदक सगळें व्हरतले. आमकां हें समजूंक जाय की हे कोल जे कॉर्पोरेट्स जे कोळसो गोंयच्यान कर्नाटका व्हरतात तेच म्हादयचे उदक व्हरूंक सोदतात.
अजून पर्यंत कोल हो इश्यू जो गोंयांत चलता आनी म्हादय हो इश्यू चलता. अजून दोन सेपरेट इश्यू अशे धरताले. पण जेन्ना अभिजीत प्रभुदेसायान आमकां सोशल एक्टिविस्ट अभिजीत प्रभुदेसायान आनी डायना टावरिसान जेन्ना आमकां सांगलें की कोल इज लिंक्ड विथ म्हादय, इट इज ऑल द कॉर्पोरेट कोल इज लिंक्ड विथ म्हादय म्हणून वी वर शॉक्ड. एंड दॅट इज वाय द मेन मुद्दो आशिल्लो अभिजितान सांगपाचो प्रेसाक आनी गोंयांक की कोल इज लिंक्ड विथ म्हादय, की म्हादय जर डायवर्ट जाली जाल्यार कोल इंडस्ट्रीक बेनिफीट आसा जे अडानी एंड कॉर्पोरेट जे कोल हें करपाक सोदता. कॉरिडोर, सागरमाला हें सगळें लिंक्ड आसा हें सांगपाचो मेन मुद्दो आशिल्लो.
And I would request each and every Goan, wake up, this is for you. The time is short. If we don't wake up now, we would have lost our Goa, lost our rivers, lost everything we have.
Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
The Save Madai, Save Goa front meeting at Madgaon has resolved that fighting in Supreme Court will not be enough, but there is a need for a mass people's movement. Those present alleged that the Goa government has shied away from many issues in the court where Goa could have won. The meeting decided that on Sunday people should light a lamp or candle outside their houses to show their protest against handling the Madai issue.
कोर्टात झगडपा खातीर सुद्धा अजूनपर्यंत सरकारान DPR चॅलेंज केल्लो नाशिल्लो. अजूनपर्यंत काल पयरपर्यंत केल्लो नाशिल्लो. आज केला काय खबर ना. आमी पयर गव्हर्नरा बरें वचून निवेदन दिलां. त्यांनी सांगलां की DPR इज नॉट चॅलेंज. बाकीच्यो इंटरलोक्युटरी जे तांणी पिटिशन घातला इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट आयज बातमी आयला की ते 13 तारखेक येतली म्हण एकादी 13 फेब्रुवारीक एकादी ते येतली म्हण लेट्स होप दॅट की ते येतले आनी सरकार गेल्ले खेपे भशेन हातमोडून जे राविल्ले पळय बिकॉज वी हॅव लॉस्ट लिगल बॅटल मेनी अ टायम्स ह्या म्हादयचेर लिगल बॅटल जिखपाचें शेवटच्या क्षणाक सरकारान आंग काढून घेतिल्ल्यान आमी फाटीं पडिल्ले आहात ह्या भितर वेगवेगळी सरकारां ह्या भितर सो म्हाका दिसता की ह्या खेपे तरी सरकार कायद्यान कितें करपाचें सरकार करता म्हादई बचाव अभियान आपली जी पिटिशन आसा तें मुखार वता म्हादई बचाव अभियानूय बी कोर्टाक गेल्लें आसा सो त्याय बी बाजून चालू आसा पूण म्हाका दिसता हो लढो आमी फक्त कोर्टाचेर जर निर्मरून रावले जाल्यार जावपाचो ना आनी ताका लागून पिपल्स मुवमेंट लोकांची एका शक्त जाय पडटली ताका लागून सेव गोवा सेव म्हादय मुवमेंट आहा ती सगळ्या गोंयच्या काना कोपऱ्यात पावोवपा जाय आनी एक दीस लोकांचो पूर पणजी आमकां एक तर एसेंब्लीचेर नाल्यार पणजी व्हरपाक जाय आनी त्या दृश्टीन आमचे प्रयत्न आसा
हो मुवमेंट फुडें व्हरपाक आमी सुरवात केल्या आनी आख्खे साश्टीक हेजी जागरण जावची हेजी म्हायती लोकां मेरेन पावची जे कितले अदृश्ट आमचे येवपाचें आहा जेन्ना म्हादय बंद जातली आनी जाल्यारय तितलेंच न्हू हे फुडें दुधसागराचेर डोको आहा तेय आमच्या लोकांक पटोवन दिवपाचें आहा आमी निर्णय घेतला सुरवातेक पयलो फाल्यांकन परवा आयतारा 7 ते 7:30 लोकांनी एक निशेध म्हणून एक दूख म्हणून एक हुस्को म्हणून एक मेळवात नाजाल्यार दिवली आपल्या घरा भायर 7 ते 7:30 हाच्या भितर पेटोवची हातूंतल्यान आमी गोंयच्या सरकाराक आमच्या सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंटाक आमच्या लोकांक आनी सगळ्यांक दाखोवंक सोदता आमी कितली दुखल्या आमी कितें भोगता वा आमी कितें मागता वा आमी कित्याचेर विश्वास दवरला आमकां जस्टीस जाय आनी ह्या ओगेपणाक उजवाड आमच्या घरा भायर दवरून आमी हेजेर कोणें तरी उजवाड घालचो म्हादयच्या विशयाचेर कोणें तरी उजवाड घालचो आनी हो उजवाड गोंयभर पडचो आनी आमच्या गोंयच्या लोकांचेरूय पडचो.
आदित्य बिद्रे फॉर हेरल्ड TV.
Goa has seen a number of cases where FIRs had not been filed despite the cases being cognizable offences. Why is the police not filing these cases? Are the police under political pressure? Does it have to do with dishonesty of individual officers? Is it money power influencing these decisions? Due to the soft state image, is Goa becoming a hub of crime? Watch this important edition of our debate show Counterpoint on Herald TV and YouTube.
The action or inaction of the police could be because there is pressure from above them to act or not to act. The other reasons that could be there for this is in a given case, obviously the dishonesty of the officer concerned. I mean, he may be offered an incentive to act or not to act. So eventually that gives us the illusion or that he's acting only for the powerful.
Till such time, as I have said before, it is said that the superintendence of the police lies, as long as it is written, lies with the executive, these things are bound to happen. I mean, someone is going to exploit the situation and take it. You have to change that. Then you can ask the police, you are accountable, now you keep doing it.
Correct.
Otherwise, please address this at a level where it needs to be addressed.
I think Goa's policing troubles are sort of deep. Number one is, of course, there is money. And yes, the politicians are probably not even controlling the policemen. They are just the middlemen to do that. So you will never come to know who the orders are coming from, right? So that's one barrier that lasts. So I'm not sure anymore if politics is really running Goa or, for that matter, this nation. Secondly, like Bosco just said, Goa is a small state, but in the garb of being a small state, a lot of things happened here. And now a greater policing needs. That's why we are seeing Hyderabad police come here and do arrests. That is second biggest challenge. The police force has to be trained with the fact that no, it's no more about a small state. because it was a small state, a lot of people came in here and it became a hub of crime, so to say. There were people who would do crimes in other state and they would find shelter in Goa. And this trend continues.
The police continues to support the government and the industry. The industry is itself the criminals, biggest criminals. Don't talk of the small minor criminal. The industry itself is a big criminal in different manners and in different fields. And that's where they need the police to protect their crimes. The government needs the police to protect their crimes. So this police will never work for a common man.
Villagers of Velsau are fed up with the constant encroachment by RVNL, which is carrying out the double tracking project. They have now given a 4-day ultimatum to the Deputy Collector, Mormugaon, Ravi Shankar Nipankar, to act on the encroachment by railway authorities. Locals fear the possibility of a third track coming on the area. They have demanded a joint survey with the people of the area to have clarity on false land ownership claimed by the railways.
Deputy Collector 4 दिसाचो अल्टिमेटम दिता. ताबडतोब जे काम चलता आरव्हीएनएलचे ते बंद करचे, नाल्यार गांवचे लोक मोर्चा घेवन येतले आणि लॉ ऑर्डर सिच्युएशन जावपाचें शकता. कित्याक हे जे पळय आरव्हीएनएल कांयच वर्क ऑर्डर ना, कोणाचे प्रॉपर्टीन ते ट्रेसपास करता, क्रिमिनली ट्रेसपास करता. हे चलना कित्याक म्हाका कांय कोणे सारकी गुंडाइजम चलता. इट लुक्स लायक Goa is not governed by its law, or there is no department which is governing Goa. It looks like it's a jungle raj. Eyes river वेले, double railway line वेले, कोल सगळे येता. अदानी देशाक लुटून 10 लाख कोटीचो स्कॅम करता, तरी पासून कोण काय उलयना.
I have to say, I think there is anarchy, taking place in the state of Goa, because the law has no place in this state at all. Without the consent of the owner, how can anyone carry on work of this magnitude, on anybody's land? Now, when I was talking to a certain authority, the railway authority, they said no, there is a stone that indicates that the land belongs to the railway. So I asked this person, if I go and put a stone in somebody else's land of my choice, will the land become mine, or do I have to have ownership documents to prove that I am the owner? There are no ownership documents. The owner has objected, and yet work is going on. So what is this? Isn't this lawlessness? I request the government to step in, check what is happening, Because at the end of the day, ours is a government elected by the people.
And last week of January, ते पत्ते येले आणि काम आता जोऱ्यान काम स्टार्ट जाता. सो आमी PI कडे डिस्कस केलें. PI म्हणून लागला तुमचें काम बंद करपा येना, कित्याक तुमकडे प्रूफ ना, ते तुमगे प्रायवेट प्रॉपर्टी म्हणून. सो आमी काल सर्वे केली, प्रायवेट सर्वेयर आनी टोटल स्टेशन घेवन ते आमी डिस्कस केलें आनी ते कडेन तेका दाखयलें सर्वेयर पॉयंट तेणें मेजर केले आनी एक्झॅक्टली डिमार्केशन केन्न दाखयल्यार की ती हांगे बांदून तें हाटल्या म्हजे दिसती पडटें. इट इज कमींग इन द प्रॉपर्टी बिलॉंगिंग टू द हेयर्स ऑफ डॉक्टर बर्वोजा, not related also to the ex-CM of Goa. So what I'm saying is, आमी तेका मिस्टर शाहू येयलो काल सायन्सा आनी आमी तेका सांगलें, वी एक्सप्लेन टू हिम, पॉयंट दाखयलो. तो म्हणटा ना, आय थिंक एक स्टोन आहलो म्हूण, सम इमेजिनरी स्टोन ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट. ते बेस्ड ऑन दॅट स्टोन वी हॅव कन्स्ट्रक्टेड म्हणटा.
I feel the deputy collector, the RVNL, they should come on the ground with their papers and prove it to the people that the land belongs to them. The problem is over there. Every now and then the local come to the panchayat and they catch hold of me to solve the problem, which is not in my hands, and I feel only people who can solve it is the collector and the RVNL.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
It's the advisory of the Japanese Consulate to its citizens to be careful while visiting Anjuna, a slap in the face of tourism in Goa. Is Goa's northern coastal tourist belt become a place for increased criminal activity? What does Goa police or the government have to do to make Goa a safe destination? Listen to this special story.
Basically, it is not good news for Goa. We know Japanese are very disciplined people and they will not utter if there is something not happened. So we have to believe them. Goa government has to intervene immediately and ask for more detail from the consulate, exactly what has happened and why they have issued this advisory. Secondly, we cannot take such incident lightly. Earlier we had similar incident where US had removed the advisory because of MPT issue. I think we are going somewhere, something is going wrong, and government needs to act tough. It's not only acting tough, but there has to be a proper policing. Whenever complaint comes, it has to be act, and it has to be put in public domain that this is what action was taken. And I believe the Goa police has all the capabilities and the ability to do this. If you see, recent the murder case was there is resolved in less than 24 hours. So basically, it is I will require that there is require a political will to address these challenges. Secondly, what we are also government already has said that there will be tourist police which are there. They are going to have a batch of 200 plus. I think that has to be done on immediate basis, which is more friendly and more sensitive towards the tourism.
Is Goa's northern coastal tourist belt become a place for increased criminal activity?
Most of us Goans are very good people, but naive to the fact that Goa is a sin tourist destination of India, and was always a hideout for criminals.
What does Goa police or the government have to do to make Goa a safe tourist destination?
To make Goa a safe tourist destination, I dare to say, legalize illegal activities and increase sentinels to police the police, as most of them are bribed to support criminal activities.
It was the duty of the police to investigate or maybe get in touch with the Japanese embassy and find out what is the reason, and we need to take action before this travel advisory deters foreigners from coming to the north or to Goa. The police sometimes have their hands tied because of political interference, and it's time the police takes strict action, start patrolling the beaches, especially in the late evenings, and do something about it. We must investigate into this allegation made by the Japanese embassy, and we cannot just brush it under the carpet.
The advisory issued by the Japanese Consulate General is really alarming. I hope the government takes note of the same, because as we notice, there is a rise in the crime rate on the coastal belt. So unless the government takes some safeguards like keeping police watch, maybe lady and female and male constables, just to keep an eye till the situation comes under control, only then the tourists will feel safe to come back on our coastal belt and enjoy the scenery. I hope the government really takes a strong stand on this. Thank you.
Arvind Gowde for Herald TV.
Within this week, 2 roads have caved in the smart city of Panjim, one at Santines and another at Tonka, endangering the lives of people. Both incidents saw trucks sinking into these roads. The first incident injured 4 laborers. Thankfully, there were no injuries when the second incident occurred. This goes to show that there are other hazardous spots in the city and danger looms over the citizens of Panjim.
CCP Mayor Rohit Monsrat said that the smart city officials have taken up the works and not the CCP. He stated that he has told the contractors to come up with a safety audit, as such incidents are not tolerable. He added that action against the contractor should be taken.
I told the commissioner to write a letter to Smart City, asking them to basically tell the contractors now to be careful with all of the work that they're doing. Yesterday also I had spoken to Smart City officials. We told them we need to do a safety audit of all of the contractors basically. Now this is the second incident that has happened in 1 week also. This is not acceptable. Now what they're doing is I think the Smart City should basically come up with some sort of guidelines to ensure that incidents like this does not happen. Like the distance away from the pits, all of those kind of things. The contractors have applied for road closure. And I remember, for example, Goa International, they had applied for road closure, they sealed the roads. Now a lot of the people actually are moving the barricades and everything also, and are travelling on the roads thinking that the roads are complete. So we are encouraging people, when the roads are closed, not to use them. Now that yesterday's thing, now that is the only access to the STP. We do not actually have a choice. All the other accesses are too narrow. Now we will actually, I think it's high time action should be taken against these contractors who are not complying. So we will have a meeting with the smart city officials sometime next week and ask them to come up with course of action. See, the reason I am getting involved now is because the panchayat people are facing difficulty. It is not the job of the mayor now to initiate action against all of these contractors. Now, smart city officials should do what is required now to make sure these incidents do not happen again. So next week we will have a meeting with the smart city officials and we will form some sort of guidelines and we will tell the contractors that this cannot happen again, and if it does, let them initiate whatever action is necessary.
Devendra Kankar for Herald TV.
The Panjim Carnival Parade to be held on February 18th. The parade will be flagged off at 3 p.m. below the Mandvi Bridge. The floats will be held in 6 categories. Festivities at Samba Square will be held in 4 days from 18th to 21st of Feb. The music will be shut by 10 p.m. On the last day, however, the music will go on till midnight. Remo Fernandez will be the attraction at the Samba Square.
The 18th to the 21st, the 18th to the first day of the parade. So there are, the way we've broken up the float thing is basically there will be 6 categories of floats. There will be a traditional category, it's around 30. Club and institution will be 30, hospital will be 40 floats, family category will be 6, family and Janta will be 2, and Janta will be 4. Now, Samaswar also is an important part of this whole thing. Now, during this event, we managed to get Remo. He will be one of our main acts in this Samaswar. So, in addition to that, also there will be other activities for children, for families, and as per the normal. This year also we have decided to support 2 initiatives at the People's Carnivals basically that are held in Santras and Deva. So this is where the citizens of those areas have basically gotten together. They are organizing their own small little carnival thing amongst themselves, and the CCP will lend them financial support. So I'd like to end this by saying that I would like people to come for this event in large numbers to make sure that this is a massive.
Devendra Kankar for Herald TV.
KL Briganza has resigned from the post of General Secretary of the MAPSA Carnival Committee. She stated that her presence has caused some hindrance among the members in the smooth functioning of the activities. She added that there were differences among the members which she did not want to be part of. KL was elected as General Secretary of the MAPSA Carnival Committee on January 23rd and resigned on February 10th.
Present in the last 2 days, you all have seen how the functioning happens, and I am not comfortable in if you are organizing a carnival committee, it has to go smoothly. In unity, it is everyone has to get together and organize it. It is not only one-sided or something. If I am not comfortable in such a setting, me being on the post of a general secretary does not arise.
So you didn't get cooperation from certain councillors?
It is not, I won't say about cooperation, but when you know there are differences among members itself and you are not willing to be a part of the disputes that are going on between them, it is better that I stand out, because I do not have any issues with having anyone into place. So I will not encourage such.
You were not having the freedom to do what you wanted?
It is not about freedom to do what I want. It's to have every decision should be taken peacefully basically. Come, discuss, and we will sort it out, which I don't think is happening. And seeing that the carnival is hardly some 8 to 10 days down the line, or if we are going to continue and having our own arguments regarding it, we are delaying everything. So in the best interest of everyone, it is better that I step down, and they can, whoever wants to be can join the post of the treasurer.
Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
The Benoli Village Panchayat on Friday discussed an action plan to file a petition in the court with the demand for the western bypass in Benoli to be built on stilts. At the end of the nearly hour-long discussion, it was decided also to have a Plan B in place. Plan B is, if in the first place the advocate meets with an obstacle, They at least have the draft petition prepared, which they can ask another lawyer to file in the court.
And everybody has accepted it.
Can you just repeat it, please?
Advocate आमकां 1 week time मागिला matter study करपाक. So तेगे हें जालें म्हणटा तो आमकां सांगतलो आनी आमी मागीर तेजेर डिसायड करतले.
Aditya Bidwe for Herald TV.
The 92nd annual celebration of Damodar, Deva, Santras was held in Murdim in Consulate on February 11th. The celebrations will go on till February 13th. Devotees throng to the temple to see blessings and offer prayers. During these 3 days, artis, bhajans and various programs will be held.
सुवातेर 92व्या वार्षिक सत्यनारायण महापूजा तसोच आमचो जो उत्सव हे उत्सवा खातीर सगळ्यांक अभिनंदन, सगळ्यांक परबी आनी हो उत्सव मनयतना आमकां व्हड खोस जाता. कित्याक आमच्या जाणटेल्यांनी हें धरोवर उबें करून दवरलेल्यान आयज आमकां उमेद दिसता हो उत्सव फुडें व्हरपाक आनी आमची धार्मीक जी संस्कृताय आहा ही आमकां प्रगट करपाक. तेन्ना आयज सत्यनारायण पुजे नंतर आसतले आरती, भजन, महाप्रसाद अशे तरेन 11, 12, 13 हे 3 दीस कार्यक्रम चलतलो. तेजे नंतर आसतले महाशिवरात्रीचो उत्सव 18 फेब्रुवारी 2023 ह्या दिसा. आनी ही जी माची खास करून आमी आमच्या भुरग्यां खातीर, माणकुल्यां खातीर सांबाळून दवरल्या आनी हांगा सांस्कृतीक कार्यक्रम घडटलो महाशिवरात्रेच्या निमतान, जेणे करून आमचे नवे भुरगे फुडले हे आमचे धरोवर चलोवपा खातीर तयार जातले. हितून इल्ली आमी दुबाव बाळगिना.
उत्सुकताय लागलेली आसता की केन्ना येतली आमची नाटकां, केन्ना येतली आमचो उत्सव, केन्ना येतलो. जाणटी म्हण नेणटी म्हण सगळे उमेदीन आसता हो उत्सव मनोवपाक. म्हणजे नाटकां आसता, आमचे डान्स आसता आनी पयसर आमची सैरदारी आसता तिवूय येता. सगळी ह्या उत्सवा निमतान सगळी मेळटा आमकां आनी बरो वातावरण आमचो बरो प्रफुल्लीत उत्साहीत आसता. आनी दामबाबा कडेन इतलेंच मागणें आसा की अशीच सगळ्याक उमेदीन दवरची, सगळ्याच्या कृपा दृश्टी तुवें दवरूची, सगळ्यांनी येवजिल्लें काम तुवें करून दिवची, खंय भोंवता गोता थंय सगळ्यांक राखचें, सगळ्याचें बरें करचें इतलेंच मागता.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.